today's video, we're talking about holiday gifts that you can get for your kids that are all sensory related. All through the month of November on the Purple Alphabet, we are doing holiday gift guides, and at every single one of them, we have a giveaway. Today we have Crazy Erin's Thinking Putty, and they are sponsoring today's giveaway. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. You know I like a good sensory video, and I love Crazy Erin's Thinking Putty, so that's why they are part of the Purple Alphabet gift guide. I have a ton of things to show you, so let's get started. Erin's Thinking Putty actually made it into the Purple Alphabet holiday gift guide last year, I think it was. It's a huge favorite of mine. It's recommended at different ages, so just read the packaging. So this one is the Angry Putty Hothead, and that's for 8 and up. This one is Super Illusions for 3 and up, Liquid Glass 3 and up, Tidal Wave. Got a lot to show you guys on this one. Enchanting Unicorns 3 and up, Hide Inside Mixed Emotions is 3 and up, Dino Scales, that one looks so cool. Ghost Riders is 8 and up, Dino Scales 3 and up, and then we have Intergalactic and Infinite Nebula 8 and up for this one, and 3 and up for that one. So let's dig into some of these to show you what they're all about. What I do like about Crazy Erin's Thinking Putty is that it comes in these tins, so it's a really great place to store all of your putty, and you don't have to worry about where to put it after you're done. It just goes right back in the jar. When you open the container, it just takes a minute to get it all out of here. This one is called Angry Putty because the more you stretch it, the stronger it gets. So it's a great sensorial putty because it's really working on some hand strength. So if you have a child that needs to work on that hand strength for writing or to relieve stress, this is a great one for you. This one's the Hothead color. It does come in different colors, and there's actual like little glitter flecks inside of there. And the more you pull it, the harder it gets to pull apart, which makes this a lot of fun. The other thing about Crazy Erin's Putty is that it doesn't get sticky on your hands. There's no residue left over, which is another reason why I personally like it, because when you play with it, you don't get that feeling on your fingers. Does that make sense? And boy, when you do pull it apart more and more, it does get harder to pull apart. Next up, we have the Super Illusions line. So this one is multifaceted color shifting putty. And it says on the package, this one even bounces. So here's our color that it comes out. It's kind of like this dark gray color. Oh, wow. This is cool. So it's going to mirror the light the more you work with it. And it has this really sheen, almost holographic look to it. It's super pretty. I see a lot of blues and purples in here. And the more you manipulate it, the more pretty it gets. I really hope that shows up on camera really well. You guys are going to have to tell me which one of these is your favorite. It's going to be hard to choose, that's for sure. This is part of the Magnetic Storms line. I have the color Tidal Wave, and this one moves with a magnet. So it comes with a magnet inside. So let me see if I can get this out. It's a very heavy magnet. It sticks right to the tin. Let's work this a little bit. It's a very pretty blue. There's 2 different sides to the magnet, and depending on which side you use, you're going to pull it or you're going to push away the putty. So it's kind of fun to experiment with and to play around with polar opposites of the magnet. It's pretty cool, and it comes with the magnet too. So this one is Magnetic Storm. This would be a good one to use if you are doing a lesson on magnetism. This one is Crazy Erin's Liquid Glass. My color is called Falling Water. And what's cool about this one is it says that it is totally transparent. So here it is. It looks blue. Then you can pull it and you can actually see through it. So it looks like a glass almost. So this whole line, you can see right through it. It's a really pretty transparent color. This one has a blue hint to it, which is probably why they call it Falling Water, because it looks like falling water, where it's really deep blue in some parts and kind of clear in other parts. This one is Hide Inside, and this one would actually be really, really good if you're an occupational therapist. There's also, if you look on the back here, a behavioral emotional aspect too, where it has all these different faces with emotions on it. So hidden within the smiles on each one of them, there's one of these little faces on them. So there's 6 different ones that you can try and find. So this is a clear putty, and then inside you have all of those little faces, and you are hunting and pecking for all 6 of those different faces to match the back of the box or even the back of the container. It's on the back of the container too. So you really do have to manipulate it and sort it through. And the reason why I said this would be good for therapeutic purposes, because if you're doing occupational therapy, sometimes you might have a situation where sensory is very difficult, or there might be a sensory processing disorder. So the action of moving this apart and working with the putty would definitely help with assimilating to working with sticky putty. And it's really cute and fun to look at all those faces. And then it's also great for that hand strength. I think it's definitely going to be a win with the kids because of all those little faces inside that they can hunt and search for. This one is Glow Bright. I have the Enchanted Unicorn one, and this one is supposed to glow in the dark. And this one has a really pretty shimmer to it. There's like this little confetti flecks inside here of pinks and purples and blues and greens all mixed together to have that unicorn feel. And then on top of that, if you were to expose this to light and then take it into the dark, it's going to glow. This one is Dino Scales. It's prehistoric putty. And this one has a whole bunch of green flecks in it, some really shiny gold flecks inside of it. And what's really cool is that you flatten this out really flat, put it onto your hand. You can make yourself have dinosaur scales. And it really does look like dinosaur scales. Here we have Ghost Riders. This one allows you to draw with light. This one comes with a special light that you can use. And when you use it on the putty, you can draw on your putty directly. So just flatten it out here. You see it changes the color. And then it actually disappears and you can do it all over again if you want. So this is a fun way. Maybe you can write your sight words or do some letter recognition. You can write secret messages inside here. Kind of a fun take on the putty with that little extra component to make it special. Here we have Intergalactic. This is triple color changing. And this one is so pretty, very glittery inside. So this one goes from a really dark blue to a lavender purple. And then when it's really warm, it's going to turn pink. This is kind of fun because you get that variation in all the different colors, which is why it's called Intergalactic, because you can make it all swirly and very colorful depending on how warm or cool the putty is. And then we have Cosmic Glows. Cosmic Glows is a lot of fun. This is another glow in the dark one with glitter, and it also has the color writing component in it too. So really pretty aqua color here was the one we have. It's called Infinite Nebula, and it's got a super nice sheen to it too, almost iridescent. And then it comes with the light that you can also use to write onto the putty itself. You guys are gonna have to tell me which one of these is your favorite because it's super hard for me to even pick one. And then I also have some other ones to show you too. These are called sensory putties, and they're a little bit smaller than the other jars. These also make really great stocking stuffers, by the way, but they have scented putty inside. So this one is called Cinnamon Ginger. This one is Berry Vanilla scented. This one is Watermelon scented, and this one is Lavender scented. So when we talk about sensory play and sensory toys, one of the components is also smell. So we have the touch when we're kneading the putty, and then we have the visual of actually looking at it with all the pretty sensorial components like the glitter and the stars and the smiley faces in the putty, and then these incorporate smell. You might have someone who's sensory sensitive to smell, whereas some of these scents might be off-putting to them, and maybe you want to help acclimate them to those scents. You might have a sensory seeker that really likes smells and enjoys them. These scents can also be calming, such as the lavender one, but they are essentially the same concept as the putty, just with a pretty scent and then a pretty color. And I can already smell the vanilla on this one. Love vanilla. This one definitely feels soft and fluffy, which is a nice texture to putty. I also wanted to show you these minis. This is the mini Thinking Putty and Avocado. This one is called Daydream. There's some really pretty glitter in this one. We have Funky Fidget, and then Sasquatch Poo. These are smaller than the larger sizes tins, but they do pack a great punch, and it's a great travel thing, something to pack in your purse or to have in a backpack or on the go. I'm going to put all of my finds that I've shown you today down below in the description box so you can go straight to it. Plus you'll also find my Amazon holiday gift guide there, which has even more ideas. For the giveaway details, you guys, we are giving away a doodle putty, hide inside, and a mixed meat kit. First and foremost, make sure you are subscribed to the Purple Alphabet YouTube channel. Love to have you part of the Purple Alphabet family. Then leave me a comment down below. Tell me which one that I showed you was your absolutely favorite that you thought was just amazing. I always like to hear your feedback. Head over to the giveaway link to officially enter to win. You must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address. And then I'm always putting extra bonus codes around social media around this time, so be on the lookout for those and you can get some extra entries. Make sure to check back with me right after Thanksgiving because that's when I announce all the winners and you'll have 72 hours to respond to claim your prize. You guys click subscribe to see more videos like this. Go watch all the other Purple Alphabet holiday gift guides because there's some really good stuff in there, and give me a thumbs up to show your love.